Welcome to another edition of Let's Play Fighting Games. Today, we are going to play... I am going to play Street Fighter Alpha. This is part of the Street Fighter 2 collection. The Street Fighter Anniversary collection. So, let's give it a start. Let's watch the intro. Really cool intro, especially for its time. It looked like a full animation, even if it was just sprites. Now, I have a lot to say about this game, but first I want to make sure my microphone volume is up to par. Broadcast settings. Nope, that's not it. Devices. Adjust microphone level? Yeah, it looks perfect. Alright. Maybe just a tad bit higher. Alright. First, I'm going to play as Akuma. So, hold start, press down, 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 left, left, left. Okay, I did not do that well. Try again. Okay, so play as Akuma, hold start, then you press down, 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 left, left, left. Light and hard punch. Unfortunately, this is what you get sometimes. I'll try once more. Yeah, imagine going to the arcade, trying to play as Akuma, and that's what happens. You get a random character. I'm gonna try once more because I know I messed up somewhere. If that doesn't work, I'm just gonna load. Just gonna load. Alright, that did not work. Okay. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Before I was able to do it like twice or 3 times in a row. It does not, so now I'm just going to load my game. Yes, please. And boom, I'm Akuma. Took me a few times. What you do is you hold start, and you press down, 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 left, left. Oh wait, I know where I messed up. You hold start, you go to random select, down, 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 left, 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 light punch and hard punch at the same time. I'm sorry, I was doing it wrong. I was doing down, down, down before I went to the random select. So, you hold start, go to random select, press down, 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 left, 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 then light punch and hard punch. Alright. So, this is Street Fighter Alpha. One of the things I loved about this game actually was that it was a huge jump from the Street Fighter 2 series. Because before it was, for Street Fighter 2, it was like the same graphics over and over each time they made a new Street Fighter game. I mean, they'd add like a new feature, like new characters, a new speed mode, super moves. But the graphics were the same, and a lot of the backgrounds were the same. Sound effects for the characters were, they were different in the Super Series. Well, for a lot of the characters, there was a new announcer. But this game, like, this started the anime style of Street Fighter games. And it defined the anime style, which we still see today in Street Fighter games. Even though, in my opinion, the Street Fighter 4 and Street Fighter 5 games, they look a little less anime than in the Alpha series. But, oh my gosh, you look at it, the graphics are improved. It looks like it's a jump from 16-bit to 32-bit. The graphics are way better. You have these super meters. You can store up to 3 super meter moves at the same time. And there was that really awesome intro that had some that had the characters from the game, not like the original intro where there were 2 generic fighters. And yes, I do know that Super had Ryu and Super Turbo had Ryu, Chun-Li, Kami, Akuma. But this game is, I have to say, I can say it started taking itself more seriously. So, yeah, I said because I knew I was gonna miss. When I first played this game when I was 9 years old, I played it at the arcade. I remember just before I had access to the internet, so I didn't know there was going to be a new Street Fighter game. I went to the bowling alley, and I see a new Street Fighter game called Street Fighter Alpha, and I thought, wow. I mean, of course, the game looked different, but I loved it. The only thing I didn't like was that there were fewer characters than the last game, because this game I saw 10 characters select. 10 selectable characters, and the last game there were 16. But other than that, I thought it was really cool. So, when I played it when I was 9, I did not know that a lot of the characters were originally from Final Fight or this first Street Fighter game. For example, I just fought against Sodom, or however you pronounce it. Oh man, I'm not gonna do well. Am I? No, I missed. And, yeah, so I fought against Sodom in the last match. He was originally in Final Fight. I did not know that. I did not even know what Final Fight was. I didn't know that there was a game named Final Fight. And there are there's also Guy, who's also in Final Fight. I thought Sodom and Guy were brand new characters, but they were actually returning characters from Final Fight. Fun fact. Final Fight was originally going to be called Street Fighter 89. Glad that didn't happen. That would have killed the series. Would have thrown it off. Just like how Street Fighter 2010 threw everyone off. And they changed its main character from the Japanese name, I forgot what it was, to Ken, just to appeal to players. I wish Capcom never did that. It had nothing to do with the Street Fighter series. But anyway, yeah, so they had 2 Final Fight characters, Sodom and Guy. I had no idea that they were originally from Final Fight. Didn't know what Final Fight was. R.I.P. me. Oh good, I don't have to select Akuma. I don't have to do the special code for Akuma again. And as well, so apparently I just remembered my last opponent was Aiden, not Sodom. Sodom was 2 opponents ago. So for Aiden, I also thought Aiden was a new character. He's actually a returning character, and he was playable for the first time in 7 years. And for the first time since his debut, from 7 years. No, actually longer. 9 years since his first appearance, he finally became playable. Because he appeared in the first Street Fighter game, which I never played. I remember when I was a kid, I wondered if there was a first Street Fighter game, or if they started with Street Fighter 2. Sorry, I have to do this. Yeah, I use save states. Don't want a really long stream. So other characters returning from the first Street Fighter game, I think the other one was just Birdie. Yeah, I think it's just Aiden and Birdie. And also Sagat and Ryu and Ken, but I mean like characters who were playable for the first time since Street Fighter 2. So, I didn't know that. I did not know about the first Street Fighter game. I did not have MAME. I couldn't find an arcade that had Street Fighter. I didn't have a TurboGrafx to play the original. The DOS version was terrible, and I'm glad I never got it. When I was a kid, I mean, I downloaded it. It was terrible, the DOS version. I remember there were no continues in the first Street Fighter game. I was disappointed when I was playing against Sagat. I won one round, Sagat won another round. In the final round, Sagat won. I couldn't continue. Of course I was upset. But according to a DOS playthrough, all that happens is that Sagat says, "Congratulations, you're the new Street Fighter." But you know what's the good news? When Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection came out, which is what I'm playing on now, they came out with an official port for the first Street Fighter game. But, of course, also so did this other port from the 2000s that had Street Fighter 1 and I think it was Champion Edition or Turbo. Yeah, but it came with 2 emulated versions of the game. This was way back in the 2000s. I actually have. I just never played it yet because I play emulation. Now about Akuma, what I don't like about playing as Akuma is that to do his fireball move, which I love so much in characters, you have to do 2 half circles backwards and punch, or 2 punches for level 2, which I just did, or 3 for level 3, and usually, to do that kind of move, it's 2 quarter circle forward punch, which is way easier than 2 half circles, forward or backward. I'm gonna save on the 3rd round. I know what that means. Also, Guy's American. Why is he speaking Japanese? But then again, I could say that for Ken, because he's also American. He speaks Japanese and says, "Yatate! Ikuzai!" And why is Chun-Li speaking Japanese if she's from China? Or Dalzim speaks Japanese and Northern India speaks Japanese? But I'm gonna be serious. I'm actually surprised that Dalsim and Akuma and Zangief, they speak Japanese in the Street Fighter Alpha series, where people in Russia and India are more likely to speak English, man. Try again? Yes, please. I should have done level 1 difficulty. Wasn't until Street Fighter 4 when easy difficulty meant it was easy. I'm such a cheapskate. Cheapskate. This is how I stream faster. And I have no regrets. Oh man. I meant to do fireball, but I did the wrong direction. You pressed the wrong button! Or more like, you did the wrong input! See, that's more like it! Instead of losing all the time, I win. This grows boring. I actually had this game for PC, and I remember when Akuma would do his... When Akuma would do... Oops, sorry. I meant to do the pause menu, not the taunt. So whenever Akuma did his Super Fireball, and he'd say, Mesutz. I remember my brothers and I would joke that it sounds like he's saying, this sucks. So in this game, you can taunt by pressing the start button. And unfortunately, you can only taunt once per round, except if you're Dan. Dan can taunt as often as he likes. You know what's weird? I said the game started taking itself more seriously, but to be honest, in a way it didn't. Because they introduced Dan. Dan was more of a comic relief, because he's terrible. I think he's supposed to be a spoof of Ryo Sakazaki from Art of Fighting, because in the game, the more you do your special moves, the weaker they become. So I guess it was a spoof of that. Yet somehow Art of Fighting was a decent game. Oh, nice! That was my level 3 I just did there. Shoryuken! One punch to the face. That reminds me, another thing I noticed about this game is that in Street Fighter 2, when the characters lost, you would see their beaten and bloodied faces and bruised faces. But for here, you don't see that. I don't know, maybe Capcom thought it was too gruesome to put it in. And then they put it back in Street Fighter 3 New Generation. I'm not pausing. I'm not saving just yet, because I got hit. In this game, everyone has a different final boss. Well, sorry, everyone has their own final boss. So, sometimes the final boss can be different. For example, Ryu's final boss is Sagat. Chun-Li's final boss is M. Bison. Sagat's final boss is Ryu. I think Akuma's final boss is M. Bison. Oh, come on! He got out of that dizzy so quickly. Tiger Claw! Tiger Claw! That's more like it. I had this game for PC. It was, wasn't the best port, but it was decent. It was definitely better than the original Street Fighter 2 port for DOS. Wasn't as perfect as the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo port. But it was actually decent. The frame rate, it wasn't 60 frames per second, unfortunately, but the game was still fun. I enjoyed it. I loved playing it. Much better. I'm not the best fighting game player. I really need to work on combos. Yeah, Akuma has an awesome multi-kick move. I think now would be a good time to save, even though his health is slightly larger than mine. I connected that hit, so... a little risky, I guess. I so air blocked that. I so air blocked that. Maybe because I jumped in front of it. Look, I'll show you again. Hold back. Never mind. Oh yeah, his uppercut is invincible. Might as well just throw the round and take the next one. Oh, now I air block. Oh, I forgot, I go backwards. It's a half circle backwards, that's why I've been messing up so much. That's okay, because now I win. Oh, I thought he was going to land on his feet. That symbol, it says 10. It means heaven or sky or something. Now stay down! I wonder if the last characters for Akuma are purposely Sagat, Ryu, and then, I think it's Bison. Or Vega in Japan. Maybe Akuma has a specific set of last 3 characters? Nice combo, Ryu! Yeah, I find it interesting how the programmers purposely program combos into the game. Like that one! If I can connect with, like that Shoryu Rapper move. Or if that. Pa! Pa! That is awesome. Oh man, I can only imagine how much of a pain it's gonna be to fight in Bison. Wish I did it low or difficulty setting. But then again, the last time I thought the difficulty was a bit too hard for me, I remember what I did. I stopped the stream, I went right to the boss, I waited for a good time. Actually... I thought that connected. I'll have to rewatch the stream. But that looked, I thought that connected. I hate being trapped in the corner and you try to jump your way out, and you can't. That sucks. Save time.
You win.
Bison's cheap.
Round one. Fight.
Oh wow, that's a good frame of animation. I think he's about to do his psycho shot. Yep. Nope. I'm laughing at how much easier this game can be with save states. Well, that's much better. I almost threw the round. Oh man. He throws us a really slow fireball, and he does this combo. I might throw this round.
You do. Round 3. Fight.
What? I think the damage for the bosses has been nerfed.
KO.
Shoot.
You
You got perfect. Not on my watch. I landed a punch. I'm saving. Alright, I know my health is lower than his, but I still have a chance, so... Oh my gosh, did you see that? Now my health is a bit higher than his. Almost there. Almost there. I think he's got like one more hit. Then he's gone. Oh my gosh. Epic fail. Goken. No, Retsu. Geki, I mean. It was Goken and then Geki. Not Geki. Lee! Lee, that's who it was. Sorry. Goken and then Lee. I'm sorry, I got confused. I don't think I've ever seen this ending for Alpha. Because usually I just get a game over after the end credits. Unless it was just for the PC version. But I don't remember this ending sequence. It's really cool. What's that pose? Is that like his he loses the round pose? I mean, like he still has his health bar but loses the round. Yatate! Ooh! For some reason, my score wasn't high enough to make it to the high scores. Alright, well, that's, sorry, Street Fighter Alpha for you. Yeah, it was fun. Alright, I'm going to, end the stream now. Thank you for watching. Well, let's be honest, no one watched. I was the only one who watched the stream. But if anyone watches it as part of the archive, I appreciate it. I'm gonna put this one on my YouTube page as part of my Let's Play fighting game collection. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Street Fighter Alpha. How about Street Fighter Alpha? I forgot to say this. In Japan, it's called Street Fighter Zero, and it says Street Fighter Zero. Hang on. I remember when I was a kid, sometimes I'd see Street Fighter Alpha arcades, like in American cabs, and they'd say Street Fighter Zero. And I was like, why is it that some of them say Zero and some of them say Alpha? I think that's what happened when I was a kid. My memory's a little fuzzy. Alright, now I'm ending the stream. Bye. But, they just play the intro over and over? Don't they ever have like a full-on fight? Or is it just this intro played over and over, and you see like the same fights instead of like a lengthy fight like you'd see in you know, every other fighting game? Yeah, even Street Fighter 2 had its own gameplay, not just the intro, because these are just short fights. There it is again. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'm stopping the stream. Hey, one person who's watching this, thanks for joining in, but it's just about to end it. So, catch you later. It's gonna be in my archive, so you can watch it after this. Bye! Street Fighter Alpha.